Dragon Age, the Veilguard PC system requirements, preload times announced. Dragon Age, the Veilguard is going to be released on October 31st, 2024. The game will launch for multiple platforms including PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC as well. A couple of weeks before the launch of the game, EA shared the system requirements and preload times for the game. The preloading of the game will begin on October 14, 2024, for Xbox gamers. For PS5 gamers, the preloading will start on October 29, 2024. There will be no preloading facility available for the PC gamers. The game is available for pre-order on Steam. You can get Dragon Age. The Veilguard Regular Edition is available at a price of 2,999 rupees. On the other hand, the Deluxe Edition of the game is available at a price of 4,699 rupees. In a blog post detailing PC specification for Dragon Age, the Veilguard, developer BioWare said that the upcoming game was designed to be accessible on a wide range of PCs. However, it must be noted that PC users would require at least 16 GB of RAM to play the game across different graphical presets. Players would also need 100 GB of storage, SSD recommended for the game. Dragon Age, the Veilguard's PC system requirements are split across ray tracing, on and ray tracing, off options. Dragon Age, the Veilguard PC system requirements, ray tracing, off. Minimum. Average performance, 1080p/30 frames per second. Graphics preset, low. OS, 64-bit Windows 10/11 with DirectX 12. CPU, Intel Core i5-8400 or AMD Ryzen 3 3300X. RAM, 16 GB. GPU, Nvidia Geforce GTX 970/GTX 1650 or AMD Radeon R9 290X. VRAM, 4 GB. Storage, 100 GB, SSD preferred, HDD supported. Recommended. Average performance, 1440p/30 frames per second or 1080p/60 frames per second. Graphics preset, high. OS, 64-bit Windows 10/11 with DirectX 12. CPU, Intel Core i9-9900K or AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. RAM, 16 GB. GPU, Nvidia Geforce RTX 2070 or AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT. VRAM, 8 GB. Storage, 100 GB, SSD required. Ultra. Average performance, 2160p/60 frames per second. Graphics preset, Ultra. OS, 64-bit Windows 10/11 with DirectX 12. CPU, Intel Core i9-12900K or AMD Ryzen 9 7950X. RAM, 16 GB. GPU, Nvidia Geforce RTX 4080 or AMD Radeon RX 7999 XTX. VRM, 12 GB. Storage, 100 GB, SSD required. Dragon Age, the Veilguard PC system requirements, ray tracing, on. RT selective. Average performance, 2160p/30 frames per second or 1440p/60 frames per second. Graphics preset, Ultra. OS, 64-bit Windows 10/11 with DirectX 12. CPU, Intel Core i9-9900K or AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. RAM, 16 GB. GPU, Nvidia Geforce RTX 3080 or AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT. VRAM, 10 GB. Storage, 100 GB, SSD required. RT on. 1440p/30 frames per second. Graphics preset, Ultra. OS, 64-bit Windows 10/11 with DirectX 12. CPU, Intel Core i9-9900K or AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. RAM, 16 GB. GPU, Nvidia Geforce RTX 3080 or AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT. VRAM, 10 GB. Storage, 100 GB, SSD required. RT on Plus Ultra RT. Average performance 2160p/30 frames per second. Graphics preset Ultra. OS 64-bit Windows 10 11 with DirectX 12. CPU Intel Core i9-12900K or AMD Ryzen 9 7950X. RAM 16 GB. GPU Nvidia Geforce RTX 4080 or AMD Radeon RX 7999 XTX. VRAM 12 GB. Storage 100 GB. SSD required. Dragon Age The Veilguard preload times. While the game launches October 31st, it will be available to preload from October 14th, 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:30 p.m. IST, on Xbox Series S/X. On PS5, the game can be preloaded from October 29th, 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:30 p.m. IST. BioWare also confirmed that Dragon Age The Veilguard will not come with any third-party DRM like De Novo on any platform. The absence of DRM, however, means that preloading will not be available on PC, where users can download and play the game when it launches on October 31st, 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:30 p.m. IST.